welcome to Jazz After Dark, everybody. How you doing out there? I hope you're having a good night here. I'm going to be, our little Flaviar thing that we get, I'm actually going to be trying, I just got another set of them here. So tonight we'll be trying, join me with a drink, will ya? It's a Japanese whiskey. It's called Mars Iwai. Butterscotch. You can see some of the things. I got butterscotch, milk chocolate, milk, pear. So we'll be giving that a try. I want you guys to think a little bit deeper in 2024. Don't do the gym. You know what I mean? The diets, it's what it is. I want you to think a little bit deeper about your money. Oh, pear. Yeah. Real pear, like fresh pear. Oh, wow. Okay, I like that. Stewed fruit, maybe that's part of the pear. Yeah, strawberry, I get some of that. No butterscotch. Wow, so this is Mars. I don't know if you can read it. Nope, can't read it. Mars Iwai, Japanese whiskey. I really like that. It's very, very, oh, there's the butterscotch. It's very, very light, and you don't get butterscotch on the nose. It's more like the front flavor thing there. I don't mean to sound snobby tonight, but wow, I really like that. That's a solid, 82, 83, if you're going to give it a number there. Really, I'll put that off to the side. Japanese whiskey is good. Speaking of good things, I want you to think deeper about your money. I'm going to give you an example, just one thing to think about. This is very, very close to an exact example that I went through with a client. And what I want you to think about is the year will come and go. And if you don't at least wonder what direction you should go with your taxes, investments, whatever, watch how you just miss out on a little bit. This is not going to be a life-changing, look how much I saved these people. But this is that little bit extra. If the economy and inflation is taking a little bit extra, we've got to get in there and try to fight for it. So let me start by, I'll give you an idea where this came from here. So I went back, we found the 2017 standard deduction there prior to the Trump tax credits there. And remember, most of you maybe already know this, if you're single, your standard deduction was half of what it is currently, or after the tax cuts, what it was. Married filing jointly, it essentially was half, because remember the Trump tax credits doubled the standard deduction. So fast forward, we're here in 2023. What a lot of people do is they go, I'm married filing jointly. I'm just living a normal life, keeping good, having good friends, good company, and that's a nice chunk of change. I'll take the $27,700 in the standard deduction this year, $29,200 next year. I don't have enough stuff to itemize. Just an average Joe, right? Well, let's think about this a little bit further. And like I said, this is very, very close to an exact example that I just went through with clients. So let's pretend you're a married couple, no kids, keeping it simple in this one here. And assume that you have $23,000 in deductions. I'll itemize in a second to show you. And you're a charitable person. You give $10,000 to charity, you tithe to the church, whatever it may be. So what happens here is you have some choices. This is the way most people go. They say, what's 2023? I gave $10,000 to charity. I've got some other deductions, but you know what? It only comes out to $23,000. Mortgage interest, things like that, right? So the standard deduction is $27,700. I'll just take that. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to do that. In 2024, let's assume the same thing happens, but the standard deduction goes up a little bit. So you have a non-itemized standard deduction of $56,900 over the next 2 years. What I'm proposing is that, hey, you could take this, now you got to have your dough straight. You could take this $10,000 and put it over here, right? So a total of $20,000. You don't have to donate it yet. You could use donor advised funds or different trusts and things to do that. So let's say that we did that. Would there be a savings? Watch how simple this is. This is the second approach here. We say $20,000 this year, right? I get it. Not everybody's got it, but if you're already giving to charity and you organize your finances, somebody's holding your feet to the fire to make sure you got your dough straight, you've got the extra $10,000. So now we're going to do 20, the 13, and that comes out to a total of 33. Our itemized deduction now for this year, because remember, standard deduction's $27,700. We've got extra money here, $33,000. Next year, however, we're not going to go ahead and just give the the money. We've already given it. We'll donate it in that year, but we're going to put it in 2023. So therefore, we'll only have our normal mortgage, whatever, just rounding up to keep it simple. We'll take the standard deduction of $29,200. I got a total now of $62,200 in deductions for the same 2-year window. Back here, I got $56,900, right? Only thing I did different is what we call bunching. I put it on the slide, but we call it bunching. We say when the opportunity presents itself, take your future donations, charitable giving, tithing, whatever it is, and just move it to the front year. You can use a donor advised fund. You can use all kinds of stuff to make this happen. You essentially give yourself a greater, not essentially, you give yourself a greater deduction. So we have $5,300 more dollars. We did not ask you to give more money. We did not ask you to pay tax now so you can save it over the next 2 years. No, we didn't do anything different. We took the same pile of money and said we were already going to do this in these years columns, and we said let's just take that one and put it here. By doing that, this is just one thing to think about. By doing that, you save that extra $5,300. Like I said, it's not going to blow you away. It's not an astronomical number. It's a simple little adjustment that if you just take this year, next year, whatever, and instead of eating right, instead of going to the gym, we know you're not going to the gym. Instead of setting yourself some kind of resolution like that, think about just these little things that you can do. I get it. People are pitching the tax strategy. Oh, you're going to make all kinds of money. You're going to invest in short-term rentals and all this stuff. You're going to make a lot of money. All right. That's a different page. I'm talking about just taking the things that you normally do when you do your taxes and just don't accept that it's going to be that way. Just question that. What am I doing here? TurboTax. Hey, why am I putting that number there? Okay, I don't have any other choices. Next slide. Okay, what's going on here? Come on. This is your money you're talking about. So I'm guilty too. So many of us have just blown through our taxes and got it done. So many of us blow through our investments and just get it done. I'm saying put that extra layer of thinking in there. If you could save $1, do it, right? The time versus value kind of a thing there. Anyways, I was just tinkering around and I thought, why don't we share that? Maybe that's just something simple to share. I hope you enjoyed that there. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this. This is something. I will definitely be putting this card off to the side. Mars Iyawi. It is great. Very good. Very light too. So if you're, I don't know, looking for a bottle to give to somebody, I don't know what it costs, to be honest with you. What they do is they just, if you're still watching, they just send us these little samples, right? So you pull out a little vial and then they give you this card. I think we have a discount code. We don't get anything from them, but discount code. And it's really cool, I thought. And I've enjoyed it so far. So very, very cool. And plus, it's not enough to do any damage. You know what I mean? You sample it, you move on. The missus is happy. You know what I mean? You go to bed, you wake up the next day, go to work. You know what I'm saying? All right, enjoy. And again, think one step deeper. That's just one example. You know how many different tricks there are out there? Just one, man. Just think it through. All right, see you later.